Good everyone, welcome to this video, and today it's a Talisman, well, yes, it's a Talisman series driver. I'm all over the place this morning. And today we're in the King of the Club, or should I say, yes, it's the King. I haven't played the clubbers in a while, my brain's switched off. And the King of the Clubbers obviously is the Panzer 4C. Oh, I've missed this thing. And well, Tashino Flow commented quite a well, he commented on it was the Panzer 2 one. He wanted to see a lineup. That's fine, mate. I've got one. Obviously, in future Talisman Tank Series driveouts, I will be doing lineups just to back myself up. Because sometimes in, let's say for example, Fly's video, he'll sometimes bring out a plane or something that will be not part of that video, but even so. So, yeah, I just thought, well, this is a perfect opportunity to grab the clubbers out. So the clubbers lineup, obviously, I've gone over it twice on this channel now, and well, this will be the third appearance. Is comprised of some of the probably the most dirty vehicles that you can have at this battle rating, such as the SDKFC 140, the Panzer 4C, the two Panzer 2s, a HS 123, a DOE 17, and Mark Collins CR. Now, Mark Collins CR I want to replace with a JU 87A if it was to add it to War Thunder at battle rating 1.3. Probably not though, because this is Gaijin. But obviously the Panzer 4C, I love this tank. I love playing it. It's such a fun tank. I can always have fun in this tank, even if it's a loss. I can just work as hard as I can to get a win, and this thing will, well, this lineup will most likely get me a win of some kind, even a draw. And it's just because these vehicles are very dirty to play. The Panzer 4C having a great gun and reasonable armor, the SDKFC having good armor and a great gun, the Panzer II having reasonable armor and a great gun, etc. The HS-123 doubling as a fighter, and the DOE 17 doubling as a carpet bomber. You can sort of see why this lineup is loved by me. Obviously, the DOE is pretty much the weaker part of the lineup, so is the Mark Collins. Mark Collins is a good bird, but I'd rather have a JU-87A here. Or maybe even replace the JU-87 or the DOE 17 with the JU-87A if it was to be added to War Thunder, sadly. But obviously, until then, I'm going to have to use the Dove, which I'm not the biggest fan of this plane. But obviously, it isn't about the other vehicles today. We're on about the Panzer 4C. So let's jump in. Funnily enough, I actually got the Talisman for this thing when I took a break in it once doing a... what was it? I think I had a bad day grinding and spading, so I jumped into clubbers and I ended up getting a Talisman for the Panzer 4C, which I was well happy about because I can include it in the clubbers lineup as you saw below. The only tank that I have in the lineup that doesn't have one, in fact, I don't think I actually have a tank that doesn't have one in. No, I don't. The only vehicles that don't have a Talisman are the HS-123 and the DOE, and even then I want to replace the DOE eventually. Okay, so 5 rounds of smoke. Yeah, that'll do. 65 rounds are a bit much at this sort of tier, so I'm going to take slightly less. But yeah, 50 rounds will do. So, plan for today. We're going to head up to the A point. I haven't played the Panzer 4C in quite a while, so I'm sorry if my gun shooting is shit. If you look at the optics, the gun is very low velocity, and of course our team is going to Lemming Train to C, and I'm probably going to be the only poor sap at the A point. Now, the last time I drove the clubbers out was when I respaded. Was it when I respaded the Panzer 4C? I've got to remember now. But essentially, I haven't driven the clubbers in quite some time because I've just had so much. Like, I've had a lot more fun in War Thunder. I know that sounds hard to believe, but even so, sorry, Mr. Snowman. I used to remember building snowmans when I was a lot younger, let's just say. Used to have snowball fights with a couple of friends of mine. We'd probably still do it, even though we're not, like, because what's funny is I'm friends with two twin sisters. They're a day older than me, and they rub it in every bloody year, but that's the thing though, that's the sort of thing I like doing with like friends and all that. I haven't seen those two in quite some time because they've gone up to uni now, which is just insane. So obviously we've been at primary school together for, well, obviously went to primary school, went to secondary school together. Just got a double smoke grenade behind me. But yeah, it's just been one of those kinds of lives really, like, where like you meet someone and you just see them all the time. And then you go to not see them for weeks and stuff like that. Oh, I see it there. It's a BT. It's a BT-5 of some kind. He's just gonna sit there, isn't he? Maybe he's gonna get confident, push up. This guy knows what he's doing, doesn't he? This guy knows what he's doing. We're a bit pinned down here, that's the problem. I don't know if he's alone though. We could try a water tanks trick here. No, we can't side scrape because of that fucking rock. This is frustrating. Wrong move, kid. Wrong fucking move. When you have a load of like, well, my freaking Hans is whipped enough. Took them both out there. That was a Chinese C-26 and obviously that BT. That's why you buff your cruise, people. Because originally, I think this thing has like a 4-second reload. But I don't think he expected me to do that. Let's have a look. Level 37. Yeah, you knew what you was doing. Plays an awful lot of loads here. That does not surprise me in the slightest. Got a hit. Looks like he's coming back. He's going to sit on the cap. He might come from behind us though. Oh, come on, cap the point, cap the point, cap the point. Yep, someone just died, so that's good. Right, let's go. Right, let's dump a smoke just to cover our ass. So that guy knew exactly what he was doing, but so did I. Right, I'm thinking of parking the tank up here and waiting. Oh, revenge kill. Well, an attempt of a revenge kill. That's the thing though, I don't know if there's any other tanks pushing me at the moment. What was that? BB-1. Okay. Let's get in cover. It's quite clear this sad motherfucker doesn't like it when you kill his tanks. Yeah, he's dropping more bombs on me. I should be safe here though. That should be safe. Yep, we only lost the radiator. What a sad bastard. Is he coming back again? Like, fuck you know. He's a sad bastard, any folks. Yeah, we've got a pretty good result so far. Obviously 2 kills. We've got some more artillery dropping into the Dr. Hansaf hacker report. Yeah, those stats look dodgy, to be fair. Hold on. Wait, what's that? I saw movement. Oh no, that's not good. What the fuck? Yeah, I saw you there, mate. Why do I hear something that sounds like a tank? I can hear a tank. And it sounds like a T-26. Right, engines on. Like I said, folks, I can hear a tank. It sounds very much like a T-26. Yep, right there, right there, right there. Stop the tank, stop the tank. Shit, it's because I'm on a rock. He's trying to shoot through the train, like me. Okay. What's this guy doing? No, gun, gun, gun! Damn it. We missed our opportunity there. This guy's blind as a bat, he doesn't see us. Gone. Whew! Good fight this is, that's for certain. This is why I like low tiers. Sometimes you get games like this where you're constantly under pressure. I love that sort of thing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Direct front. T-26. Is he can barely get that thing up here, can't he? I think he's struggling there, folks. Let's give him a helping hand. He hopefully won't see us. He's really struggling there, folks. Should I kill him, or? Then again, he's just gonna shoot me because no one has sympathy in this game. So, you poor sod. Poor sod. I didn't want to do that, guys. I really didn't. But he'd have shot me if I'd have pulled out and just let him, like, and said hello. I feel bad. That guy was struggling up there for a good minute or so. I feel really bad. It's not often I feel bad for seal clubbing, but this time I do feel bad for seal clubbing. So you guys know me, I don't like seal clubbing all that much. I only do it when I'm pissed off. But obviously, because this is for a video, we kind of have to. Yeah, you struggled up there for so long, and I just shoot him and he couldn't do anything. What a poor man. I feel bad. If anyone understands what I mean, like feeling bad for something like that, let me know, because I do feel genuinely bad. Like, the poor guy's trying, and oh, I feel dirty. I really do feel dirty after doing that. Oh, hold on, what's that? Whoa, 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 whoa. What is that? That's a half track. Right, load the heat. There we go. I really shouldn't have been sitting side onto him, because he could technically go through the lower hull. But whatever. I always keep heat on handy for dealing with vehicles like that, or B1 business. Alright, enemy team's pretty much done at this point. Let's turn around and let's keep guarding the A point, I think, because there's really no point me continuing on. Because this game's pretty much over at this point. Whoa, 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 whoa! Luckily I was quick to the trigger there. Number 7. Okay, well that is game over. 7 kills, 1 cap. To say I haven't driven the Panzer 4C and well, the king obviously of the clubbers. I haven't driven him in quite some time and well, he's feeling neglected. But, yep, I knew the king would hold his weight in combat, and he did. So not a bad game for us then. Obviously that total power guy, he was very, very angry at us, even though we killed his pixel tank and we knew what we were doing. But hey. But in truthful honesty, people, I did feel bad for clubbing that poor T26. And obviously the guy before him as well, him in the T26, I felt bad for doing that because they're trying to learn, and obviously I have to do this for a series, like, bro. But whatever. Anyway, so next tank in the series is... Good question. What is it? It is the Panzer 3J. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Because I have... Is this the... Yes, this is the 3... This is the T3, basically. So, I've driven this thing already quite a bit. But, hope you enjoyed today's video on the Panzer 4C. Obviously, the next one will be the Panzer 3J. Once again, this is another one of my earned ones, as all of them are in this series. Obviously, people think I'm bullshitting about it. Think I'm lying, then, well, you think what you think, because I know what I'm thinking. I know for a fact I've not paid for any of these talismans. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video on the Panzer 4C. Hope you felt as bad as I did. And I will see you all on the next one.